Hey guys, it's Katrina and I'm here today with Melissa Francis, Fox anchor and author. Her memoir, Diary of a Stage Mother's Daughter, is out, and you know, she shares her very emotional story about how dealing with a stage mom firsthand can really rip a family apart. And you know, Melissa, thanks for coming in to talk about this today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We saw, you know, Ariel Winter is currently being very vocal about her experiences with her own stage mom.
Yeah.
And now what advice or what do you have to say about that?
You know, I of course don't know her, don't know the
Yeah.
details, but from the reports that I've seen, it's a very similar story. I mean, I think it's a certain personality type, a certain mom who is willing to give up everything she does to devote herself and her time and her energy to a child's career. And there are positives and negatives that come along with that. But I think that in some cases, a lot of, in my own case, and perhaps in hers, if the details that are out there are true, you know, it's a controlling and dangerous personality that is that invested in their child's life and is living that vicariously through a child. And there's this point at which that child becomes a teenager, and this is, you know, the same thing that happened with us as well, where the child then looks for their own independence and starts to realize that maybe I don't want this person controlling every aspect of my life. There are a lot of people out there who want their kids to be stars, so for a mom to have a successful child, it takes someone who's beyond tenacious, who's incredibly smart and clever, who's so driven, who never gives up. You know, it's a very intense, highly neurotic personality that would be able to propel a child to success. So, you know, I think when you see kids that have made it to these lucrative series, in many, many cases, there's a very specific type of mother behind that.
And no, you know, we're talking about stage moms and kind of these dysfunctional family situations that can really make or break people in these situations. And now we're seeing Lindsay Lohan, you know, child star, and her parents, whether she's in the middle of them feuding, it just doesn't seem like they've ever really had her best interest at heart. And do you have anything to say on that situation?
I mean, it's from the outside, that's certainly what it looks like. It's hard to tell. I mean, you would hope that one day that she would have the presence of mind and the personal fortitude to pull herself together if she doesn't have the adults there that would step in and make, you know, the tough decisions for her.
And you know, it's so interesting because now we're also seeing stage moms cross over into this new reality television realm where it's not just about a kid on set a TV show every day. You know, these little pageant girls, definitely stage moms behind the whole pageant industry. But now, you know, this child is propelled to fame, and do you think they're ready to handle it, or you think they're handling it the right way? She's very overexposed.
I think that what's really scary about this and the difference between my own situation and hers is that it's, you know, in my day we were acting, so we were portraying a different character. And you were out there, but you weren't out there as yourself. And these children are so much more vulnerable because they're showing their own lives, their own personalities, and what the audience is criticizing them for is themselves. You know, their own intellect or their own physicality, or you know, they're not playing a role, they're being exposed as themselves. And I think that makes them a lot more vulnerable, and it's really scary.
Yeah, do you think the mom has a good handle of what's going on?
You know, it's tough to tell what's going on in her own mind. You know, they could be caught up in the fame of the moment and maybe not thinking down the road about, you know, what the impact's going to be on this child long run.
And now from Honey Boo Boo to, you know, the biggest mom right now who's not necessarily a stage mom, but definitely a momager, Kris Jenner. You know, when it comes to getting her girls out there, she knows how to do that job. And, you know, it's not just dealing with Kim, Courtney, and Khloe, who are adults anymore. Kendall and Kylie are at home, and they're teens, and they're modeling, and now they're being homeschooled. And, you know, they really have been propelled to fame again on this reality platform. And do you watch? Do you have anything to say about that?
I watch the shows. I mean, it's that she is the most classic stage mom because you can see everything that I said. You know, she's incredibly driven, very smart, so clever, so focused, so good at marketing them, you know, and has made them incredible successes. And it's, you know, we'll see over time if they're all, what I would say is that, you know, I'm a parent myself. I have 2 sons, and they're very different children. And here she is with all these children who are different children, and some of them will thrive and succeed in this setting, and some of them I think will look back on this and say, maybe I could have had a different life. Maybe I would have been a successful doctor. Maybe I would have been happier. as a regular person. You know, I think that she's applying this approach to all of them, and down the line, maybe somebody in there gets lost in the shuffle and, you know, regrets having had this life chosen for them.
And now for you guys at home, if you want to watch more videos like this, hit subscribe up here. Be sure to check out Melissa's book, Diary of a Stage Mother's Daughter. And for all your news, gossip, style, beauty, and more, keep coming back to HollywoodLife.com.